Tell us about your film, because it's very unique, isn't it?
It is. I'm J.B. Ghuman Jr., writer-director, and Spork is about a 13-year-old hermaphrodite who learns how to booty dance and break dance to kind of make the grade. It's kind of a coming-age story. It's a dark comedy, and it's about loving yourself and being who you are and just kind of finding out where you should be in life, exactly where you are.
You said that you're a writer-director. Is this your first experience within the film industry?
This is my first feature. I've done music videos and short documentaries and stuff, but yes, my first feature, rock on! Yeah.
What was the most incredible thing that you found coming from this film? What the experience?
Gosh. You know what it'd be? It'd actually be trying to touch people and get a message out there and trying to just convey that everyone should just be who they are and love themselves, and seeing that accomplished, going to Germany and Brazil and LA and New York and now London. And hopefully they like it and people react to it. But so far, people have actually reacted and come up to me and said, oh, I like this part and that part. I'm actually touching people and getting my message across. And I think that's pretty rad. That's probably the raddest part out of all of it.
You mentioned being in London. What's it like being part of the BFI, London Film Festival?
I just got in yesterday, and so far it's been pretty killer. I mean, you know, for a city it's so cold, but it's a very warm city. It's a beautiful city. It's got a lot of culture. Everyone looks amazing. Everyone's dressed so nicely. I'm like, I need to buy new threads. But it's been a great experience so far.
Welcome to the UK.
Thank you. It's my first time here.
Well, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell us about Betty Biatch.
Oh, well, she is the evil character of the film. She has this crazy bleach blonde hair, and she picks on the lead character, Spork, because Spork is a really different girl, definitely a different person in school. She doesn't quite fit in, a bit of an oddball, and Betsy Biatch just goes right after her and picks on her like crazy. It was fun getting to play those evil moments, though.
I was going to say, how'd you get to as an actress to those parts where you're nasty? Well, you look far too nice for that.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Well, I mean, I just thought about the Betsy Biatches that I knew in my life from school or different places, and I just thought about how they acted and the things that they did and the way they were, and I just went after that and I played it like that.
So how did it all get started, and tell us about Catfish?
Well, it started with Yaniv, who's one of my best friends, and we share an office together. And we're professional filmmakers, but for fun, we film on these little HD cameras. And we just started filming him as he got into an online relationship with a girl. And they got pretty serious and fell in love. And then one day, after 8 months, the story completely changed. And we were faced with this decision of whether we should go forward and find out what the truth was, and we decided to take it all the way.
How did you find that probing into Neve's life?
I mean, it's something we do all the time just for fun. You know, I'm always pointing the camera in his face, and it's something that we all do with each other, just, you know, for a laugh. So it felt very natural, but it was unexpected that it would turn into such an interesting story and, you know, into a feature film.
You're saying that you've just shot on these,
not just on a camera like that, these, but it started off just like a very casual thing.
And by using something like that, maybe can you, for future filmmakers, is that something that they should be thinking of using?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can get this for $400 online. You know, I mean, the big lesson is, like, you don't need a fancy camera to make a movie, you just need a good story.
Well, that's very true, and one that's evolved so naturally here.
Why is that what?
That evolved so naturally.
Has it evolved?
The story, has it evolved naturally?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it was organic, just the way it happened, and that's, you know, that's a lot of times the best kind of story.
And how do you view the social networking now?
I mean, I see social networking as a tool, you know, and you can use that tool for good things or for bad things, and like any other tool. But it's incredibly powerful, and I think it is time now that we, you know, take a step back and look at it and think about how it's affecting our lives and the way we relate to each other. How
do you feel about your personal life being possibly exploited on camera?
Well, you know, therapy is a very expensive practice, and fortunately this film is very therapeutic. So I've received hundreds of free hours of therapy as a result of this movie. You know, people want to talk to me about my feelings and how am I doing, and it's been great, and it's been a wonderfully sort of reflective process for me, and a great growing experience to have something so personal shared with so many, and to hear the feedback and the ideas and the interpretations of the film from so many different people.
Interestingly enough, have you, when you started communicating with the lady in question, were you actually looking for love, or was it something that had organically happened between the pair of you?
Yeah, you know, I was living in New York City, and I'm actively involved in a lot of social circles, and I was dating girls in New York, but somehow this girl who I knew little about, living in Michigan, living a very different life, very rural, outdoors, adventurous. It was so opposite. It was so different from what I was used to. There was something very attractive about it. And no, I wasn't looking for love, but it found me, and I got wrapped up in it. And before I knew it, I was sort of head over heels for this girl who I'd never met.
So, how have the other family involved in this responded to this film?
We're so happy because the other family in the film is really supportive of the film. They're participating in the promotion of it, and they are fortunately they're benefiting from it, and they've seen the movie, of course, and they're excited about it, and we're just thrilled to be friends with them and to have them as part of the Catfish crew.
And your future, are you staying as a stills photographer, or are you going to continue in motion picture?
Well, I'm still really passionate about photography, but it looks like we might be developing a Catfish television show in which I would continue to be the sort of on-camera personality, which I'm really excited about. So look out for that.
I certainly will. Thank you very much, Yaniv. Good luck. Cheers.